People, welcome back to another video. I hope you're having a fantastic Christmas so far and everyone's blessed and everyone's got their food stocked up. Christmas puddings and Christmas turkey, all the veg and all the chocolates and the puddings and you know what, all the alcohol stuff as well. Also, I don't drink, but listen, it is what it is. It's Christmas and I'm glad I got a week off for work. I'm still going to be busy because I've got to travel to Newcastle on Sunday, Boxing Day. I got some halfway because I'm on the Man U channel on Sunday for a preview, collaborating. So yeah, it is what it is, and it's been a busy week. And if you like the video, you know what to do, guys. Do hit a like button, subscribe if you're new. And this is one of my favorite topics of the week is the press conference reaction. One of the most, I'm not going to say fraudulent manager. Steve Bruce is there. He'd be the most fraudulent manager ever come in my life. And I already done a podcast this morning with Bobby and won the Bondi, great guy, and go back to that this morning. I've done this morning. What a fantastic guy, the Aussie, fantastic guy. And like I said, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. Like I said, I'm going to the press conference reaction. Not really that. We can talk about Dan Ashworth as well. The latest on it's him, Kieran Trippier, and a few other stuff as well. So this is what Eddie Howe have to say in Festive today. He was asked about the fit of United, and he's saying that on the injury front, he said, we still have two players that are still out. Federico Fernandez, Paul Dummett, and Jamal Lewis will all miss the game, but we'll hopefully have Emil Kraft and Javier Mancuso back from illness. Yeah. Look, we got injury problems this year, but we're still on good enough. I mean, the back four needs addressing very, very quickly. Because let's be real, I think it's a disgrace. Not being good enough. We conceded 11 goals in the last 4 games. John Gibson said that the defense is the worst he's ever seen. And when he comes out and say that, people's going to have to listen. And if you don't listen to Gibble, then there's a serious problem. Yeah? But with that defense, I've said it many a time, last season, we conceded 62 goals. We conceded 48 the season before that, then 47. Then in Rafa's year, there's something like 38 goals, something like that. 38 and 40 odd sort of thing. Well, I can't remember. But, I mean, our defence is a joke. And you haven't signed a centre-back since 2018 when we signed the hapless Emil Kraft. Or Krafu, as people's been saying. Joke. But that needs to be addressed very, very quickly. Otherwise, we're going to concede 82 goals. You see the 41 at the moment. That is unacceptable, people. And Eddie Howe would need to tell the owners and say, look, we need to fix the defence up very, very quickly. Otherwise, we are going down. Seriously. And he was asked about COVID. Now, I don't really want to think about COVID on here because it's not footballing related questions, yeah? But shall I miss it? I'm going to read it about the quote for the last time. And that's the last time I'm going to speak about it. And basically, he said, we have a clean bill of health currently, and we're going through our testing every day. With the current infection rate around the country, we're doing well at the moment, and to stay clear of it just as well. Because if you look at other teams, I mean, Liverpool game against Leeds is off. I think the Burnley game, I think it's a home game. I think that game is off as well. And everything's trying to get their match postponed. We've only got 9 fit players, and listen, and they're going to get the under 23 to join in as well. I'm afraid to say that is wow. It's just getting a farcical now. It really, really is. Yeah. And I'm getting people coming to us and say, cancel the whole thing because just have a break like they do up in Scotland. They're trying to get like a winter break in early. And then that way, there'll be no flapping about. Yeah. For example, the Celtic Rangers game, right? That's going to be 60,000, right? They're going to reduce that to 500. Be much better off just cancel that game, the whole of the game, and put it back so they won't lose any money. But I've still got a feeling we're going to be in lockdowns, going to be restrictions as well. We'll probably go back to 10,000. I mean, Mick Arteta come out today and said, please don't go back to it, yeah, because the football must have fans in there. And he's quite right. You need to have fans in there. You either have the capacity or just don't bother. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is, yeah? It is what it is. And before I come back on, I'm going to go through these comments as well. And good man, John, you did a great job. Brother, thank you so much. You're fantastic. You're a good sport. And love you lots there. Even to Matty, hope you're okay. Even John, hope you having a good Exodus Smith. I am indeed, mate. Happy Christmas to you, mate. And your channel's absolutely lit at this moment. And as well as good evening to James. I hope you're okay. If Santa brings Sule and Trippier, that would be nice. I think we're definitely going to need more than Nicole and Kieran at the club as well. Nicholas, I meant to say. Don't criticise ASM, Joel, and JJ will call you a bigot again. Listen, I'm not criticising ASM. I'm just speaking the truth, yeah? He has not been playing well for the last 3 or 4 games. It's just well documented, yeah? Let's be real, because I'm calling out the players that I'm just going to say it out like it is, yeah? Willock's not going to get criticism as well. What do you think of Dusan? If that's Velanovic, he is a fantastic player. 23 goals last season, 15 this season. This guy is the most sought after striker in Europe in my book. He is absolutely brilliant. Maybe he can just have a word with my guy there, Alexander Mitrovic. Have a word with him, and it tells you the right things, yeah? By the way, the memberships are open, by the way. I set up a membership account, so if you want to be a member, it's open there for you. And it'd be a much obliged if you do so. It'd be fantastic. Thank you so much. Is it a big up Mr. Sexist thing? Half and half, you know. And John Boy and Linzan Tusa, I hope you're absolutely fantastic, mate. Thank you so much. Let's go swiftly on to what else is my guys have been saying in the press today. And he was asked about Jamal Lewis. And he said, I don't think it'll be too long. It's not a major injury, but it's enough to keep it out of this festive period and some games early January. That'd be a massive blow because you haven't got a left back, can't we? You got Richie, you got a left winger or a right winger playing a left back, yeah, and it ain't good enough, yeah. And hamstring strains are usually 3-4 weeks minimum, and I think that's probably where it'll be. We definitely need a left back, 100%, yeah. We definitely need a right back, and hopefully Kieran's going to come in. We definitely need 2 centre halves. It's well documented. Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to do. And I've got to say a big shout out to Holly Blades. I mean, she DM us today, just as I am. And she's keeping fine and she's in good spirits. And Holly, if you're watching, pet, big up to you and a fantastic Christmas. And if you want to come back on my channel, you're always welcome to. The channel's always open. In fact, for anyone to come on my channel, is always open. Yeah. And that's absolutely fantastic. So big up to Holly there. And on to Eddie Howell saying on VAR. Now we're getting done by VAR, and the rest of the decisions just done us every single time. But he said, and he's quite right, when VAR was introduced, I think it was used regularly to try and get the right decision because that's what we were after. I think the use has been diluted, and I don't see it effectively intervening as much as it did in a positive way. Well, I think he's right there. You look at the decisions went against us. It's well documented when Isaac Hayden went down, which led to Liverpool equalising goal, and Ryan Fierce was blatantly brought down by Edison, right? That's not even up for discussion. It was a penalty all day long. And then you got Craig Paulson decide not to use it. Let's be real. And he's going to referee our game on Monday, which is just even worse all the time. I think Man United are licking their chops, by the way. They're just loving it, yeah? But I'm sure the Premier League, right, are doing it out first, yeah? They're going to give us refs you don't want. They're desperate to see us get relegated, yeah? Let's be honest about it. And I'll tell you something else as well, right? They are to blame. I know people's going to say, oh, the referee didn't get us relegated. It's the players haven't been good enough, yeah? But listen, you know, we have been done by a couple of times. It's sad. It's absolutely sad. And something needs to be done about it very quickly. So, like I said, do slap the likes up, subscribe you new. And I want to get 50 watch hours today. I'm going on, I'll be back on tomorrow to do a live match preview with a Man United fan. And she's a lass as well, by the way. So keep her comfortable, man. She is fantastic. And Matthew, I agree, John. There's a difference between criticism and victimization. I'm sorry. I'm a bit too quick on that. Merry Christmas to you, Paddy. Thank you so much. I've got Davey Eddie. January was sure how much the Saudis wants to stay in the Premier League. Otherwise, we are all the way down back to Chinatown. Yeah, I know Chinatown very, very well. And it is what it is. But the thing is, I'll come on later, but there's plenty to talk about. We're going to talk about the latest on Trippier. We're going to talk about the latest on Dan Ashworth as well. And Eddie's got something to say about that. We basically need 11 new players. Yeah. Could be, could be. Romano, that's one of the best journalists in the world, in my opinion, confirmed the Dembele rumours today. But again, Leon will probably ask for stupid amounts of money, and he's not in the team. Ronaldo will probably score 10 against us, and the referee will probably bag a hat trick. That just sounds I've got it. Oh, man alive. I wouldn't be surprised. I tell you what, though, you'd be better off having Bianca Westwood score a hat trick against us, and we still get slaughtered. Let's be real. And I just don't know what to say, man. God almighty. Yeah, I got a dart song, got a Christmas tree on. Oh my God. Absolutely amazing. So let's move on to the comments before I go on to what Eddie have to say. What are your thoughts on Lucas Paqueta turning down 181k a week to join Newcastle? I think there will be a lot of players doing the same if that's from Toonsa. Listen, at the end of the day, right, you might be happy, Leon. Yeah, he used to play for AC Milan, and I know what he's like. He's very inconsistent for me. End of the day, sometimes good against the big games, the big matches. Oh my God, he just found one. He just goes hiding. So I wouldn't go anywhere near Paqueta. He might learn from Leon that I judge from Milan's years, but he's just not been good enough for me. So £181,000 a week. Bloody hell. He was only on 35, 40 grand at Milan. So 181 grand a week. Wow. Good luck. If you're going to pay that sort of money, wow. I got Matthew. Even if you go down the club, and the majority of our fans are back out 100%. So we're like, we got to back this guy. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things. We trust in the process, trust in the project, or Eddie's project, by the way. Boom. There you go. I got Dembele for Barca, so not Leon. He has been linked to this, by the way. And Musa, the two Musa's been linked. The one from Barca is going to sign a new deal, apparently, with Barca, a new short-term deal, because Xavi wants him. Yeah, so, but we talk about Musa Dembele from Leon as well. He's been linked as well. So I would not be surprised if, and the big if, he signs a new deal with Barcelona. They would get in Torres as well, found Torres for Man City for up to £55 million. Where are they getting this money from? Could someone tell us, please? Then the only source I believe in is Romano and Sky Sports. Yep, I do as well. Who I believe in is as simple as that. Would you like to take Axel Witsel at Newcastle? Listen, if he's on loan to the end of the season, that'd do. I mean, listen, he's got legs, but me personally, I mean, probably to the end of the season, that's about it, because his legs has gone, by the way, from what I'm hearing. And yeah, could be gone. And I'm just going to fly this as well. The man confirmed the belly for Barca turn us down the day. That's not a surprise. He would not be the only one's going to turn us down the day. Dembele is injury prone. That's the Barca one. He is indeed. About David Eddie. Tinkham and Eddie Howe will bring Kraft back. If the Man U game goes ahead, in my opinion, is desperate at the moment. Davey, he's still out, mate, from me on this. And good seeing none of the minority are in the chat, Tandy. Absolutely. Well, got to be careful. I want more chat I say as well. Like I said, do hit the like button, subscribe, you do. And I'm not getting enough people watching. What's the matter? What is the matter with these people? Some of them are in hiding tonight, or probably drinking too much. Drink sort of thing. Who knows? Let's go quickly on to what my guy's been saying in the press. We talked about VAR. He's on about Federico Fernandez, and he was asked about him. It's a difficult one to put a timescale on, but it's weeks rather than months. We'll wait and see how he responds. He's definitely going to be out for the Christmas period and most of January, like Jamal Lewis, but he's working hard and improving every day. I tell you what, the sooner this guy gets back in, the better. Because one thing I'm going to say as well, he's better than the whole of defence we've got. Yeah, it's been proven. He came on against Norwich. Let's be honest. And their sales has gone backwards. Yeah, we should have sold him to Chelsea for £40 million, right? And Kieran Clark, I'm sorry, not good enough. Ain't good enough. I don't want to see him, Richie, or if I had my way of the sales, ever be in that team ever again. But January is going to be huge for our future in Newcastle United. And the sooner Federico gets fitter, the better. Please come back ASAP. Let's move on. If I can just find something as well. I think I lost it for a minute. I do apologise. Hang on a minute, I've got to hear something. And he was on about the festive schedule. It's quite a long one, by the way, but I'm going to read it. He said, "We're asked the players to follow the guidelines, but we also want them to enjoy the Christmas." So it's not too much turkey, by the way. Oh man, they're human beings. We want them to enjoy their time with their loved ones. Wow, and look forward to a great game against Manchester United. And he also added, "They were trained individually on Christmas Day. The way the week has gone, we have trained and prepared, but with the game being a day later, we think it's right and within our schedule to let them spend Christmas with their families. They will be working just in an individual way." And I think that's very good. You got to top up your training wherever you can. And that being Steve Bruce, he will let them have Christmas off, yeah? He will probably give them 3 days off, then come back on game day, and they will be absolutely screwed. And they'll be putting knacking about 6 minutes off the boost. Let that sink in. And he's on about Dan Ashworth, so I'm going to come on to in a second. I'm going to get his comments out, by the way. Got quite a few. And if I can just get this out there very quickly. I got Elite Salesman. "Santa, please give us Cordy and Botman. I take him through all day long." He's also on like 300 grand a week. Wow, it's huge. Some will be watching World of Sport probably, Joe. That's what I'm thinking as well. It's probably the timing sort of thing. I should have done this later on, but it is what it is. They can always watch it back. So it's Clark and Lascelles again. Oh, Jesus Christ, please don't. Oh my God. Do you know what it is? I mean, Dave Clark 5 would have been better. But hallelujah. There you go. And a minute, I'll tell you, Rudolph Red-Nosed Reindeer. That's from Ian. I totally off Father Christmas. And they say, Cordy say we're not joining us. It's on Twitter by all accounts, yeah? So that one's going to be knocked off, by the way. But the thing is, right, it's going to be a tough window. I get that. But if you're a top 6, it's going to be a tougher window? Probably not. But I will say this now. Whoever turns us down in January, I say it now, don't come back to us in the summer because it ain't going to happen. I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. Yeah, it is what it is, but you never know. You just never know. But I heard rumours today, we're trying to get that lad from Man City, Cole Palmer. Listen, no, we do not want to take on any young players at this stage because the bottom line is we need someone who's going to come in and hit the ground running. Cole Palmer would be fantastic, I'm sure. But we do not want to be a club where you're going to coach, you're going to be like use this as a training exercise so then go back to Man City better. No, I don't want that. We need players in now, this very minute. Some seriously must win games in the next 2 months. Oh, there'll be quite a few of them. Watford at home, Leeds away, Southampton away. We need to win those games. Otherwise, it'll be good night Vienna. Can't see Courtney coming. What man more of a possibility if you pay the 40 million and you've got to sell them as well? Because I tell you now, if he turns us down and then he wants to come back in the summer, will I take him? He had this opportunity. And onto that is no. He either coming now or just forget it. Simple as that. We move swiftly on. He was asked about Dan Ashworth, right? He basically said he refused some common suggestions that he would soon be joined by Brighton Supremo Dan Ashworth. And when he was asked about it, he said, "I highly respect Dan and his work, but I won't go into any more than that." But he did add it, "I don't think it's right. He works for another football club. Yes, I respect him, I like him, but I won't be commenting anymore." And he also said as well, according to Nicky Hammond, there's a transfer, just former Celtic transfer chief, and now he's on the board at Newcastle. And he was asked about his temporary role on Hammond, and he said, "I think we have several people working behind the scenes in terms of identifying players and speaking to players and representatives to see what's available in the market. I think Nick had valuable experience to that process." Trust process? Wow. And he also added, "I've known him over the years, not worked with him, but know of his work, and he's a really good guy. He's keen to help and add his process to the club." You may also add at the end that he'd just say, "Trust the process." You'd be better off saying that as well, because at the end of the day, I mean, it is a trust in the process, yeah, but he hasn't fixed the defence just yet. But it'll be fine. PSG are looking to shift some players on lower their wage bill, so I've read. Kieran, nah, he's not coming to Newcastle. No chance. He is a mistake in him, sure, but massive upgrade in our defence. Cool. I'm just going to go down a second. And then in fairness, John, we are no better back when Bruce was here, taking a game at a time, but average so far at best for Eddie. This is not his teammates. It's not his team. Okay, only on one game, but this is not his team. He needs to rip out that team in January. The only time I'm going to judge Eddie is probably next year. That is where you're going to judge him there and then. Now is not the time. Is Van der Beek realistic at the minute? There's a possibility, but I think Ralph will want to keep him. I'm going to ask that question to Maisie tomorrow if Van der Beek is available for loan, and we're going to be talking about that as well. Yeah, so I'm just going to fire for that. It's coming from Matthew. Everyone's talking to everybody else, so I'm not going to be invited for this chat. There you go. I've got Matthew. In what way, Jordan Shelby? I guarantee you won't be on 10 points if Bruce is still in charge. Probably not. Yeah, just keep questions coming in and just slapping the likes. Slap the likes, people. You understand what I'm saying? Slap the likes, and and it's just get in what you can. Go to the pubs when you can. Go out to events while you can. Because I can tell you now, excuse me, after the 28th, I just don't think it's going to happen. I think it's going to be restricted yet again. Excuse me. But you know what to do, people. It's just going back on Dan Ashworth, basically, and he's been linked with us as a director of football role. Yeah, Brighton are basically saying that they want him to stay. Newcastle, surprise, surprise, are not going to comment on anything about it, which is okay, cool. But someone needs to give in. Does Dan Ashworth wants the job? Would you take Dan Ashworth? For me, I would, because what he does, he brings in young players, right, for reasonable money, and the manager turns into potential world stars. Look what he's done at Brighton. Look who's done with Lamptey. Yeah, it costs something like, I said 20 million. I think I could be wrong on that. And Bizuma, that guy, I take him all day long. If I was given the money and we select that midfield, that's the first person player I get. Someone's going to mop up the midfield and do the dirty work. This guy is absolutely perfect in that role. Let's be honest about it. But he's got a court case coming up, allegedly, so I don't want to say too much about that. But talk about football terms, Bizuma, I'd take this guy all day long. I mean, he'd be probably less than 50 million now because his contract's up in 18 months' time. Now's the time to get him. Otherwise, Liverpool also will get this guy. In fact, why get him now? Take him in. Keep him away from Brighton. So I just have to go for the comments, by the way. I also think we would have beaten Brentford, if Howe didn't have COVID. And then just go through this quickly. And Lee's got nothing great in MLS to do. Like, thank God for that. Wow. I still look back at the Southampton game. If we don't concede that stoppage time penalty, we're only behind Watford on goal difference. Yeah, that's very true. That is down to Lascelles yet again. Our goal difference is worse. Got to add, I can't stand Bruce. He's the one who's got the problem there. We'll be happy to get a point against United. I think most people would. For me, we need to go for it. This is not a good United team, by the way. I'm not going to lie, because I only can see 3 players now would get into a 30 team. Yeah, Everton's a must win unless we beat Man United. Listen, Everton's got problems. They got DCL's going to come in and won't be match fit. And listen, I spoke to an Everton fan today, and she said that she's quite worried because they're going to pull out of the team are not going to be good enough. I saw that in the press conference when he said all the players are fit except Pogba. A point with best case scenario. Listen, poor Pogba is gone. He's done at United. He's done. A good second half against Burnley. First half was atrocious. It was indeed. Absolutely terrible. I've got Matthew getting us how can exactly control individual mistakes, which is what has cost us a lot. I mean, the players got to take responsibility now, yeah? They've got Bruce out. I'm glad he's gone. But Eddie has come in. The players are still not functioning right. They're not used to playing good football. Do you know what I mean? And this is the thing. Yeah, they're quite confident. I said this on the fans forum yesterday. And the players are just so confident uncoachable, some of them, in my opinion, yeah, because they're not used to play open attacking football under Eddie Howe. Not only that, yeah, they can't even play out from the back. Don't do it, because the bottom line is you just can't do that. You can't do that, man. It's just not on, because we need players going to be hit the ground running right now, and that is to start scoring goals, start winning games, and start getting the 3 points. If you add them up together, we'll be successful. But if you're going to manage that, no, I'm sorry, not on. Matthew, good coaching stops individual mistakes. It's clear the ball if in doubt. And that's exactly what DeBracca didn't do. And that's exactly what Clark didn't do. We just played like 2 of the world's best teams. That's true. But at the end of the day, the game against Man City was like a coaching, like a training exercise for me. I'm not going to lie. That's like a training exercise. And just going on, also Eddie Howe's been saying about detailed transfer plans as well. That's what Kieran Kelly had to ask in the question. And let me just get us up a second before we go to talk about Kieran Trippier as well. And he was asked about transfers as well. I'll just get us up a second. And he's basically saying that I have none of this conversation with my players and I wouldn't encourage them either, he told reporters on Zoom. He added, we need everyone here focused on the fight to stay in the league. Simple as that. I wouldn't encourage anyone to look elsewhere. We have a small squad. Excuse me. We have a few injuries within the squad as well, as so everyone should be focused as getting it in the team. If you look at the players who's trying to get into the team, right, you've got players like Sean Longstaff. He is not good enough. I think he should go in January. There's no future for him in this guy anymore. Let's be real. And I'll tell you something else now. It's just not good enough. And he's done. Matthew Knight Longstaff, he's done. Dwight Gale, he's done. Kieran Clark, he's done. Matt Ritchie, the same. Emma Craft, the same. That's 6 right away. You got Jim Alton Sells. If it was my way, he can go as well. Look at the midfield. Miggy, as much as I love him, he's been messed about a bit. I think he should move on to Spain. Let's be honest about it. Let's be real. That's it. Joe Willock, he needs to fix up. Otherwise, he can bugger off back down to London as well. Do you know what I mean? That's 9 players. That is 9 players on top of me heat who should be on the way. I mean, Joe Willock, I mean, it'd be difficult to get rid because his heart ain't up in Newcastle. He doesn't seem to clear. And the way he's done down the tunnel without clapping to the fans, right, just sums it up. Do you know what I mean? He played for an Arsenal contract. Mick Arteta was having none of it and said, look, lad, you're going to Newcastle. That is it. And we're the ones who paid £22 million for an absolute mug. And then Ian said, it was John, but I mean, come on, as Man City. It was a training exercise, Ian. It was a training exercise, mate. Watch the game again, in my opinion. Do you know what I mean? We love you, but it's a training exercise. Ian, I'm giving you an honest view as Eddie Howe so far. It's bang average. We had 0 honeymoon period so far. And that is from Dave E. Eddie. Fair enough. Ian, judge a match of the 5 game. 2 games against 2 of the best teams in world football. Yeah, that's fair enough. Howe's common was always going to be put pressure on the players to perform, which has led to a lot of them bottling it. Not House's fault whatsoever. They had mediocrity drilled into them. This is the thing. That's the thing. And people's been boosted. People just don't really rate Newcastle, just happy to pick up their wages every single week. Yeah, that shouldn't be happening. Yeah, ship them out if that's their attitude. Yeah, I mean, Joe Willock, I think he's on £80,000 a week. Yeah, he's laughing at us. How much did he was getting at Lagunas? Something like 30 grand a week. And we had to pay 80 grand for this one here as well. He's just not performing every single week. That's why I gave him the 2 out of 10 of my player ratings, yeah? And he's very lucky to be getting that. I couldn't give him a 0. I wanted to give him a 0, by the way. I really did. And any judge that is unfair. Everyone's got an opinion. Paul would say the same thing. I like Eddie Howe, but he's tinkering with the team, bringing Clark and Craft and leaving Wilson out, ASM out. Probably they're both injured, sort of, and they can't play so many games in a couple of years. They should do. And it is what it is. I've got Toonsad. The problem is all the back as all the back are worrying or making mistakes. They're too focused on trying not to make any of that, not concentrating on what's happening around them, resulting in major mistakes and goals as well. And I'll tell you something, right? Let's be real. Look, I don't want to cost players out, yeah, but I'm going to start calling players out if they don't perform. It's as simple as that. Inside the 90 minutes, yeah? It's what it is. It's what it is. But I mean, we're making so many mistakes every week, and that needs to be addressed very, very quickly because these players are uncoachable. And I'll tell you that now, uncoachable, some of them, especially at back. Ari John, Merry Christmas to you, Carlos. Thank you so much, mate. And the membership is open, by the way. If you want to be a member, yeah, there's 3 packages available, yeah. Choose anyone you want, and then you be a member. And the next 5 games, generally unwinnable, we should get at least 10 points from them. Yep. We get the players coming in. That'd be fantastic. Eddie didn't offer him 80k a week. Eddie wasn't there when Joe Willock came in. Steve Bruce was there, but probably his agent must have got a fantastic peer there to make us pay Joe Willock 80 grand a week. That's the rumours going around. Yeah, acting like Eddie Howe's and abundance, a quality place to choose from. Cool. But I see what else is being seen as well. I want to comment on Kieran Trippier in a minute, and he's also added about chances again, and Eddie Howe's comment and said, we obviously have players that we are looking at and we have identified. He added, between myself and the coaching team and the recruitment team, we have a big body of people working on behalf of the football club and trying to find a way to strengthen the squad. And that is all he had to say on that. So it is what it is. And again, he spoke well. He spoke well, 200%. And it is what it is. Just got Ian as well. And I agree, John, we're a terrible game City, but so are most teams. This is true. Stop their wages if they don't perform. Yeah. Matthew, of course, 90% of our players in NAF, I feel bad seeing what I'm seeing. The Saudis will not be happy. Not at all. And they're investing in this club. And you see those defenders playing like pansies. Playing like pansies. And I got all of their criticism of how is that he didn't play Fernandes enough. But something has clearly went on there. That's between Freddy and Graham Jones. And something right between the two. The clubs ain't going to tell you what it is, but someone needs to stop now because if it's between those two, someone needs to go in there and sort it out. Otherwise, it's not going to be over. It should be Graham Jones to be going anyway. And Andy as well, Johnny, are you on Channel Extras there, mate? Quite possibly, mate. Quite possibly. And but definitely be on tomorrow on the live match preview when I've got Maisie, Man United fan, coming on my channel. And I'm so happy to get her on there, sort of thing. She wanted to come on. I'm not quite happy getting her on. Just can't expect how to turn it around immediately. Any manager will struggle. I have to agree because the team there are not good enough. Yeah. When Rafa Benitez came to Newcastle back in 2015-16, everyone says he's going to keep us up. Yeah. But he couldn't do it, what, 8 games, 10 games ago? He couldn't do it. We should have got him when he got sacked to Real Madrid. That's when we should have got him straight away. And we're paying for that. We're paying for that. But that's actually for you. He just wants to take a chance on people. Yeah? But that's a shame. But again, it is what it is. I can see a few... Nah, I can't read that. Could really do a result on Monday. It's going to be tough, Matthew, but we got to get at their defence. Their defence are not good. I would take a game at a time. I wish Eddie all the luck in the world. No doubt about that. That's Davey Eddie. There's a call Steady Eddie at this rate. 20 points needed by the end of Jan. 20 points by the end of Jan. It's possible. We got to win every game if that's the case. And let's go on there, John. I can see some of the ground next to Strawberry looking available as company that owes its going into administration. I've heard that as well. I mean, Mike actually bought the land, right? What was he going to do about it? I don't know. But listen, I don't know if they could extend that ground, Jack, very much. But it'd be amazing if they did. But I just can't see that happening anytime soon. But that just goes to show. I mean, the council, if they listened to us in the first place, they would not be in that mess, wouldn't they? But let's hope that things get out sort of very soon. 4 points for Man U and Everton would be so good. We need to win one of those games, yeah? that means if you get a win, we just got to keep going and going and going. So there you go. And yeah, I mean, according to reports regarding Kieran Trippier, we offered. I mean, I think he wants about £120,000 a week, right? If you're going to come to us, the bottom line is, right? Apparently hit a wage snag. They hit a wage snag sort of thing, saying that they got problems on stumbling block with the wages, yeah. And we're supposed to be the best, the richest club in world football, yeah. Just pay the money. This is a guy that's won the La Liga, for goodness sake, Atletico Madrid. Just pay the money, right? We've been after him for weeks. Just pay the money, yeah. I mean, if we do get him, what are you going to get from this guy? I mean, everyone knows as well, documented. He can defend. He can go forward. His set piece is fantastic. And listen, at the end of the day, I mean, and he's so experienced. So he's a leader and he's a talker as well. So we could do with him big time. Do you know what I mean? But I've heard 6 other clubs are after him as well. So let's hope we get our finger out very, very quickly. Because if we don't, we're going to lose out on him. And that would not be a good start from our new owners. Ian, you are on it. I want the fella to see desperately. I want him to succeed as well. Big style. Then I've got Stevie Hall as well. Big up, bro. Can you do us a favour and stuff 90? We do our very best, Steve. We do our very best. Do subscribe to my channel, by the way. We do our best. Because you know what it is, right? We haven't been united for a long time since ASM tore them apart. Steve's first season. Matt Longstaff got that goal. And I listened to the United View after the game, his United stand. And some of them, people like Saeed, people like a couple of United fans come on there and they were not very happy at all whatsoever. I still never going to forget Saeed, what you said, man, because what you said, oh man, I had to laugh all the way through. It's just, he's like the DT AFTV, by the way. Let's be real. There's only one Claude. And God rest his soul, Claude. I mean, he sadly passed away early this year. He's only 58. And he's Mr. Arsenal for me. So any Arsenal fans listening to us, yeah, God bless you, Claude. You're going to be a real miss, my mate. Real miss. And David, big up to any player coming to the team off for the fight. It says a lot about them. Yeah, I have to say good luck whoever comes through. I will back the players all the way. But don't get Cole Palmer, please. Don't get Cole Palmer. I'm not saying shite, but what I'm saying is we don't need a 19-year-old coming in and put the pressure on him to make sure he's going to get a stay up. That's too much pressure on him. Can I extend the Gallagher because of the Metro? Yeah, I thought that as well. Could see St. James's getting extended in 10-year time. I think, me personally, I think a new stand maybe, a new stadium maybe. You just never know. And if you get a new stadium, we have to go with it. You got to move within the times. Otherwise, the times will go without you, sort of thing. Pity. And you just see what happens there. I think the stadium expansion is a bit of a pie in the sky. Let's stay up first, Sassam Ian. Corpon would be a better signing next summer. Maybe it's on the season on loan, but again, we need someone who's going to hit the ground running. That's what we need. Someone's going to hit the ground running. I don't want my club to be used as a training facility. Do you know what I mean? Simple as that. When Bentaleb was here, he was absolutely sackless. He really was poor. And Zaro, I mean, didn't really want to be at Newcastle. Yeah, he's had some good games, but he has some poor games as well. And look what he's doing. His club is 5th bottom of the Bundesliga. Sums it up. And I've got Elite as well. Nat Phillips from Liverpool may come for £15 million. I tell you what, I take a chance on this guy. I really would take a chance on him because he's a decent defender. He really is. Brighton wants him as well. And we're going to need to compete. If we don't compete, then we're not going to get anywhere, are we? So just people, yeah, do slap the likes up, by the way. Do subscribe if you're new. And just keep it going. And I'm going to be here for quite a while, yes. So you're not going to get rid of my channel just yet because I'm here to stay. It's as simple as that. And I'd love to be a full-time YouTuber, but I've said if I get 10K, then I will definitely be a full-time YouTuber and just go from there. Got some more comments with Eddie Howe. If I can just get this up a second. Bloody hell, it's old news, this. I don't want to get that up, don't I? That's old news. We don't do old news, people. We don't do old news. And let's move swiftly on to Ian giving us out his rep. It's more like they just built a new stadium. Tunes at East Stand and Gallagher. And, NUFC fan. I am. But that's a few years off yet. Let's stay up first. Let's win a few trophies first and then we can look at it. Obviously, a lot of complications to council, metro buildings behind East Stand, but they can eventually be sorted out. John, you love Lucas said, I do. Lucas Day 0. Got 27 people watching, by the way. Do hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. I want to get 100 people watching tomorrow because you got Maisie coming on my channel tomorrow at 7 o'clock. We're going to talk about the live match preview between Newcastle and Man U. So please keep her comfortable. Got any questions for her? I've already set up the thumbnail set so that. Leave your comments in already. And please explain how East End Ground got locked same as Gallagher. Leave that to the council, by the way. I got Santosh as well. Hi, John. Santosh, you're here, mate. And I've got my membership open as well. So if you want to be a member, it's all set up. Please join us for that one. It'd be absolutely amazing. I've got 4 members the last 2 years. Big up to you, my guys. Thank you very much indeed. And God bless as well. Tuesday, what's the FA attack? I said those other stands will be extended, obviously. I think if they cannot extend it, they have to move to a new stadium. I don't know where to, though. But wherever they go, then I'll go along with it. Yeah, we got to move in the times. Look at Arsenal. They moved just down the road to Emirates. Spurs got a new stadium. Man City's got a new stadium. Yeah, and we just got to do it. Yeah, so it is what it is. It is for what it is. And East End is the building, so how that is right is not built up years ago. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. I've got my guy Paul on the hoose. Yay! How we doing, poor man? Hope you're okay, bro. Stop saying about wanting viewers. You're great, and what you do, it will happen, buddy. Thank you so much. I have to agree with you. If I keep saying how many people I've got watching my channel, right, I've got to do like a what do you call it, to donate to myself sort of thing. Every time I say I got to pay £1, every time I see it, yeah, I tell you what, I'll be bankrupt, mate. My channel will be bankrupt. There you go. Yes, John, we have to compete big time, Jan. At the very least, 4 or 5 quality signing loanees. That's in theory. Of course we do. We need to, my guy. You know what I mean? And Paul did his press conference today, and it's a good one. So do check him out on that as well. And I've got Ian on YouTube. The Souths done mess up. They were just building a new stadium or new building good stadium. They won't piss around with slow expansion. Yeah, they mean business here. Agree, Paul. That's from Matthew. John, quality and consistent content. Thank you so much, mate. Thank you. And Gallagher ground, lot because of the metro. So how they're talking about how to get a new stadium and metro next to the Gala. And as soon as any possible extension would change the whole area. So I don't think metro will be an issue. It's going to be interesting. They're going to build a new stadium, found a way. It's going to be very exciting. Very exciting. But let's win the trophy first. And then you could talk about extending the stadium, yeah? John, you have to big up yourself. Why not? Keep going, fella. Dearly. Thank you so much, man. I'm absolutely blessed with you, man. You know what I mean? But I do love me people on my channel. I do love me content. I do love the followers. I do love, excuse me, all my guys on this channel as well. It's all about respect. If you show respect, you get it back. You got to put the respect back in people's name, and you got to put right. Do you know what I mean? And so I got Matthew. We're here to see us move stadiums, to be honest. St. James is a perfect place and like a home to so many people. Yeah, listen, I want the stay to be at St. James's Park all the time, but it depends what the new owners want to do. If they want to move it, then I've got to buy it, sort of thing. You know what I mean? It's got to be hurt. It's got to bring a tin in the eye. But at the end of the day, right, it is what it is. You've got to go along with it. But we should see what happens, yeah? I mean, wait till I say so. What we need first is a new training facility, yeah? we need a new training. So that's what we need right now, because the one we got, as well documented, is absolutely shocking. It really, 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 really is. Yeah. And we've been linked to a couple of players as well, by the way. We've been linked with Lucas Paqueta from Lyon. He would have been £181,000 a week, right? And he turns us down. So he's happy to stay at Lyon, yeah? Maybe Justin fancy coming to Newcastle, yeah? Let's be real. I just don't think it's going to make a difference, because I watched him a few times with Milan. And let's be real, he's been very inconsistent. And I would never pay £181 million a for a Brazilian. No way. Not to him. And I'm glad he's turned us down, because he would be the highest paid player in Newcastle's history. Yeah? Wow. We love the channel, John. Thank you so much, Carlos. Love you too. The Saudis literally built everything from scratch. The F1 track they have built in 67 Kia football stadium. Absolutely. And agreed, John, the training facilities might have put some players off. The thing is, like Matthew, right? I mean, we need to build a new training facility, yeah? And let's be real as well. It's the future for the kids, yeah? When you come to a club, right, it's not all about the club. They want to see the whole thing, right? I can remember years ago, I can't remember who it was, when he was back to join Middlesbrough. He used to play for Parma, yeah? It might be Fernando Couto, I could be wrong, right? But he looked around, right? And you think, you know what? His wife just laughed. His wife just absolutely laughed. And he decided to go back to Parma. So, you know, but that did not put off Tino Aspila, by the way, because he left Parma to come to us. And I got Kieran Trippier in National Stadium. Right, yeah, 67K, 67,000 stadium. That's from Ian. And Hope Boss Days would be different way. And Sanjeev, John, why do we need a bigger stadium? Would it be better for us to concentrate on increasing global fan base and pay per view? That's a flipping good point. It really, really is. Yeah, I mean, that's what we need to do. If to do that, we got to win trophies, Sanjeev. We got to win more trophies, yeah, and then that'll boost our fan base up right away, and the pay per view too. But that's a flipping good point. Excuse me. We need to win trophies first. I've always said that. Boom, and then we look into it as well. Training facilities needs to change as soon as possible. St. James can take a while. Yeah, we need that as well, big time, because that, you know, as well documented, is absolutely poor. Absolutely poor. That's League 2 standards, by the way. Unbelievable. But what I want to do at the minute is keep this club up. Yeah, get the players to come in and keep this club up. Once we do that, the world's at oyster in Newcastle United. Yeah, and turns out 90% of the Saudis deserves a big difference building there to the UK. It's such a huge country, by the way, and they got bags of money, man. And just have to see what else got available as well. I mean, we've been linked, like I said, we linked to a couple players, Paqueta. I mean, Moussa Dembele for Lyon's been linked as well today. Yeah, he is brilliant for Celtic Football Club. Yeah, scoring goals and rip up that the league as well. And then goes to Lyon, didn't quite work out. Then he goes to Atletico Madrid for half the season, and then he wasn't good enough for Simeone, so they farmed him back to Lyon, and now he's been linked to Newcastle. So I think he'd do alright in the Premier League if Moussa Dembele comes in and he just behaves himself as well. So if he does that, we've got a good player on our hands to do both. And I agree it will happen eventually, but I'm not sure when his stadium would be. And tell that to the Saudis. He has a good point. And it might just tell you where to go. Yeah, they got the money to do what they want. You know what I mean? Not with their money, Ian. They can build a floating stadium. Wow. The one and only Orsay isn't a desert. Exactly. They bought this club. It took them years to get this club. They're not going to walk away. Why should they walk away? They got now to worry about walking away. They don't have to, because they're here to stay. This club is being ambitious. This club wants to try and be ambitious at this football club. Let's be real. And, you know, once you win a trophy, you will want to stay up. Yeah. I tell you one thing, right? You got to get people like Simon Jordan, Gabby Bongo, Jamie O'Hara, Rhea Parla, and all these muppets of these pundits on Talk Sport. I hate to say this, I'm not going to lie, they'll be hiding. And I spoke to Bobby today from Australia, came on the channel today, and he cannot stand Simon Jordan whatsoever, and he knows all about it as well. And that is the thing. I mean, if Simon Jordan's name is mentioned, you know, he's always coming to see that going to our club's got no chance of being bought, sort of thing. They got no chance buying this club, yeah. And then a couple of days later, at Houghton, he had egg on his face, man, by the way. So if Simon Jordan wants to come on my channel, right, and have a discussion, he's always welcome to him. The same goes to Jamie Mahara, Ria Parla, and Danny Murphy, Gabby Bonahor. I'd love to get Gabby on my channel, by the way. And I tell you what, oh, he's got a lot of explaining to do. Big time, big time. And let's have a look at this one. I was speaking to a lad who does the MQ show in Saudi. He said the whole Saudi nation are behind us. He was a Chelsea fan. Not now. He's a Newcastle fan. Change allegiance. Saudis are most likely owners in many, many decades. Listen, I'm 52, and I don't want to wait till I'm 72 to win the first trophy. Do you know what I mean? And it's Saudi versus Qatar, and Saudis wins hands down. Sounds like capital. I hope they're ready for championship football. That's Matthew. I used to think Simon Jordan was a cricket player. You know what? He'd be better off just go back to Spain and top of his town. That'd be the best bet. Superman got JK. Even though just finished work, hope you well. Hope you find JK absolutely fantastic, and I hope you're enjoying the show. Build a new state-of-the-art stadium. Then St. James can be a training ground, youth academy. As for Mark, I'd go for youth academy first and then go for the new stadium as well. What needs to be. I think you need to check that up again. So Robert Carley, his answer is made up. I'll be extremely surprised if we don't win a trophy in the next 10 years. I would as well, because they invested a lot of, well, £25 million, and they want to see instant success, you know? But we're going to give them time, you know, to win us a trophy. If he does that, then whoever is the manager should have his name, have a statue next to that stadium. Let's be real. And on look at another transfer rumor as well, and a guy called Mavropanos, Konstantinos Mavropanos, is out on loan at Stuttgart, yeah, and apparently he's improved a lot as a defender, yeah, and also has told us we have got to pay up to 30 million euros, something like 27 million for this guy if he wants to leave the club, yeah. The guy's 6'4", right? He is absolutely hopeless when he played a couple of times, farmed him out, and fair play to them, right? You know, he's improved. Now we've been linked with him. And I don't know what you guys think of him. I don't know if you ever watched him play, but I just don't know if he's going to be for us for now. But he has built up, beefed up as well. So big up to him. But I still think he's got another, he needs to have a couple of years in the Premier League. And then hopefully it'll get better and better. So got some more comments, by the way. St. Jason and Katrina Gans. I think I read that. Always enjoy the show, fella. Thanks so much indeed, Jake. I appreciate that. And just put a like on the video. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I've got Sam Jordan. Can't wait for us to get relegated. He had the cards in the sphere at the minute. Let's see. We have the last laugh. We're gonna have the last laugh. And I don't know. Yeah, I know what you mean. Working signing, mate. That's some tunes, huh? Yeah, the one early. There you go. So, like I said, sort of thing. What do you think, guys? Do you think Eddie Howe's right? What he said today regarding transfers, Dan Ashworth, and also what he's been saying as well. I think he needs to play players in the right position, in my opinion. If he does that, then I think he'd be absolutely fine. But the problem is, he's still not playing players in the right position, but that's not his fault. And he's in Saudi as well, at Tunza. So it is what it is there. And we'll just see about that. And going about Gary Bonahor as well, he's basically saying that he's digging out Joe Linton on his performances, right? And basically, the fans aren't happy about his comments again. But one thing I'm going to say about Gabby, I think he needs to keep his mouth shut, number one. Number two, keep his nose out, yeah? This guy, he's scored 70 goals all his life as an Aston Villa player. He comes and he says that I still don't see anything that I'm watching that shows me any quality. People are raving about him. Has he scored any goals? Any assists? SRE then. He's going, and he says, Rari's looking busy, but I don't understand it. It baffles me. Yeah. I tell you what's baffles us, son, Gabby, right? It's your attitude. He needs to keep his mouth shut because this guy, honestly, he's one of the worst pundits I've seen for a long, long time. Yeah. And I think he needs to shut up, yeah, and just get his head done. Like Darren Ambrose as well has come out and said that ASM, saying that his agent needs to get him a new deal, right? The release clause. What does he know? What does he know, man? I don't get it. So, John, Miss Eddie Howe's statement, what did he say roughly? He's talked about the injury sort of thing, 4 players out. Yeah. And he also said, if I just get this up a second, I think I lost it now. It's basically just the same thing, mate. It's no major sort of thing, you know what I mean? It's just players being out, and Dan Ashworth, director of football, transfers, and saying that there's people working on that sort of thing. But listen, it's just the same, mate. It's just the same, and nothing's changed that bit at all, mate. So just check out the NUFC website, and then it tells you a lot there, mate. So you got and Yambu our work. How has to play Richie Murphy fullbacks when McCullough and Lewis are out. Listen, Kieran Clark is shite, okay? Let's be real. He is shite, and he needs to be aware. I'd rather play players that can play in their positions. Kieran Clark can play left back, and but he's not a good left back neither. But I'd rather have a left back plays a left back, yeah. And Kieran Clark can play left back, but I just don't trust him. I really don't, yeah. I mean, like I said, how to play Richie and Murphy fullbacks when Kula and Lewis are out. Fabian Shah, he's the defender. Why is he not playing? I hope he plays on Monday. Otherwise, something needs to happen very soon. Joe Linton's become one of my top favorite players just now. He's been good, Andy. He's been great. Even if we go down, we've got to come back up and make them all pay for what they did to us. Without a doubt. 100%. Joe Linton's video, class online, he looks good. He's got to do on the pitch more, but listen, he's done okay. He's done fine under Eddie Howe. Joe Linton's like Rocky, not Rocky Balboa. Oh my God. Put him in the 80s sort of thing then. Nah. I will look on the NUFC site after we homemade curry. Good for you, man. Good for you. Enjoy it, by the way. And so you just had to pick faults when spelling mistakes now. Okay, so you just sleep and you can have to win. Yay! Let's be honest there. Like I said, do slap like some sort of thing, and describe you new. I even got a Man City watch out as well, which is brilliant. The 20 people I've got here sort of thing. If you haven't subscribed, please do consider subscribing because it just improves on my channel. Big style. I'm only 40 away from getting 1,500, which will be an absolute feast. Absolute feast. So I'm definitely cooking. But if we do get top players coming to Newcastle United, I'm going to do another content, which is combined 11. And I can't really do a combined 11 with this squad. I just cannot, I'm afraid, because only 2 or 3 might just get in. The rest of them, who cares? The one will lead Joe Linton's like Ronaldinho, the Ronaldinho that played for Querétaro. Listen, don't put Joe Linton and Ronaldinho in the same breath, man. Listen, man. And no probs, that's from Toonstar. I'll just go on the sleep well. You too as well, my guy. I mean, I sent out a Christmas tree today, tweeted a Christmas tree out today. I've got more Man United followers reply back in Newcastle. Yeah? And Jason called us a secret MEFC fan. No. I'm not. And can't be doing that at all, man. But got some more comments flying through. I've got Johnny King. And if Nicolas Sule comes to Newcastle, it will be bounced off Wolves. Exactly. He's not the quickest defender, but the guy is an absolute unit. And we do a unit at the back 4. And I think this guy will be an absolute leader of the pack. And he knew this is what I'll see. I want to see my defenders actually defend properly. And until then, we could see the 41 goals, right? 41 goals. Yeah, which is not even Christmas yet. And I'll tell you one thing, it's shocking. It really, really is. But we haven't learned our lesson, haven't we, from last season, nor the season before, and now it's caught up with us. Yeah, if you don't pivot in your defence, we get ripped apart. There you go. I think we will struggle for January for signings. Well, we've got to pay over the odds, haven't we? And they're come. And just got some more flying through the roof. Have you seen the Holland viz where he puts 3 balls on top of each other and blasts them all in the top corner? I haven't seen that one yet, but I tell you, if he's done that, wow, brilliant. Any games off Boxing Day? I heard Liverpool game anymore. I think the Leeds game's off. Liverpool Leeds game's off. I think Burnley game's off as well. I think Watford game's off is called off as well. So by the time we play these games, we're going to play 3 more games. Yeah? And they got 3 games on over us. My God. Not good. Not good at all. I still haven't had a members tonight, like. That is poor. I might sack myself on it. I don't think it'll be easy as some think. It's true. Sule and Shah would work well, I think. I think it will. One plays well out from the back and the other one just cleans things up. Got me. It's on YouTube. I don't think paying over the odds will do it. We're good. If we're desperate for the player, we have to do it. It's as simple as that. It's not ideal, but we have to do it. I think 2 games cancelled so far, and I suspect it's Fiek, but it's pretty impressive on some Ian. So I'm going to wrap this up, but give another 10 more minutes or so before I wrap myself up as well. But I mean, this in Football Insider, I mean, they're just so unreliable people, are they? You know what I mean? So unreliable. I mean, sometimes they speak the truth and sometimes they don't, right? You do get nonsense as well. They say that for the continued transfers a done deal, right? Where clearly it hasn't, right? He doesn't want to come to Newcastle. He's made that absolutely clear, 100%, yeah? And for me, I don't want to play like that. If you don't want to come to Newcastle, please don't bother. Do you know what I mean? And according to Football Insider as well, going back to Trippier as well, talks are stalled due to Trippier's 120 grand a week wage demands. And we have to go all out. I mean, we've got the money to do that. We all know that. Just pay whatever anyone wants for their players. And this is what Frank McAvenny says as well. Pay the money, and what about the consequences later? They need to spend the money actually should have been spent over the last 10 years. He's right. Add all that up. You have how much Newcastle need to spend to pay up. It's going to be hard for them. They have to pay more than anyone else because the club knows we have the money. You want to see committed owners, so I expect Newcastle to go all out and try and keep the club up. We won't want a relegation at the first thing on the CV. And you know what it is, guys? I do not want to see a relegation on my CV as well. I really don't. I really don't. Because at the minute, I don't want it from my club. I really don't. 3 relegations since 1993. That is shocking. I don't want that. A big club like Newcastle should not be relegated. We've been relegated twice. And I've got Dave, I think it's 50-50 Man U game goes on. John, we need new leaders in that team. We need a new teammate, let alone leaders. And Holland shows unbelievable skill during Dortmund training session. Copy this in the YouTube. I have to have a look at that. Thanks for the content, John. Now, like a bit of debate, whether we agree or not to each other. That's very true. It's all about having an opinion, which I think is great. It's not a boxing match. It's not a slanging match. Having an opinion is healthy. Do you know what I mean? You have fun. You need to have a great time. I want to be chill, you know? I might do my own channel, so John Sinclair and chill. But I won't do that. I don't disrespect Lee Gunner because he does that as well. Lee Gunner and chill. You know what I mean? They got some cracking contents out there. You got expressions as well. Fantastic. The leader Guna, I think he's fantastic. Yeah. You got the Tomb Review. You got World Sport TV. Absolutely fantastic. Just definitely check out them, man. It's a Kieran Trippier rumor about wages discussions come to hear true. I mean, what it is, I mean, according to Talk Sport, which I don't really want to mention them, 6 other clubs will want them as well. And let's hope we pay the money. It's as simple as that. Because you just don't know what to believe these days. You just really, really don't. And the club needs to come out and tell us if it's true or not. If it's not true, tell us, and then we'll just leave you alone. But because you're not leaving us alone, all these speculations are going to come out. We can't stop speculation, but listen, can't stop the speculation, but you need to put a nip in the bud it as well, nip in the bud for it. Very cool. I'll fly this out very quickly. Bit rude on Fiat, that's an Ian. John, I should buy you a local football team from my area in Belfast. That'd be fantastic. That'd be brilliant. I think I'll be I'm in the wrong job, by the way. Let's be real. That's the case. Meant top team. Meant top not team. Fair enough. But players don't want a relegation on the CV as well. That's like the problem. If they even thinks that they would draw and we can still go down, they won't want to come no matter how much money you throw at them. Yeah? It is sad, man. It is sad. It's all about don't want to stay there. They don't want to come to Newcastle, yeah? Because they're basically saying, you got us in this mess, you get out of it, yeah? But the players we've got here aren't good enough. I don't trust them. I really don't, yeah? And those same players kept us up because we finished well at the end of the season. Crazy. Seems like people get counted over the Trippier deal 10 days before transfer deadline, even open, school run mistake. There's going to be other clubs going to come for him anyway. Watch that video, John. It's crazy. Yep, I'll be watching it. Don't you worry about that. And let's see what else is there as well. And I'm just going to fly this out quickly. And I mean, does anyone want Anthony Martial at your club? Does anyone want this guy at our club? Yeah. I mean, according to John Gibson, and I've listened to him today, right? He's basically saying, I mean, Roy Keane has come out and said, do not go anywhere near Martial because he will not keep us up. His attitude isn't right for Newcastle United. And Gibble, excuse me, and I think, yeah, Game of Thrones said, Gibble, whatever you do, do not touch him because he has got to stop for the relegation fight. If you're mid-table or above, you might be able to turn on the skills and do a little bit for you and look okay, say at Leicester or whatever. But in Newcastle Blood and Thunder, roll the sleeves up and the armpits. He will not do that for you. Let's be real, right? I think Roy Keane said that. I will not have Tony Martial anywhere near my club. No way, horse here. Because his attitude won't be right at the club, yeah? He'd be better off going to Sevilla because they've been linked to him, and I think that's the club he wants to go to Sevilla. Yeah. So I'm going to say he'll head up to Sevilla in January. He will not come to Newcastle United. Personally, I do not want him to come to Newcastle United because he hasn't got the stomach and his attitude is not right. And I know people's going to say, yeah, Fabian want Al be fantastic. No, I don't want it at Newcastle. No way. He said, that's bollocks. Throw enough money in there, come. You've been playing something for Man City for the beaches. Yeah. John, maybe get some loans till the summer, not Tony Martial. Definitely not. And I will tell her Maisie tomorrow about that as well. And note for me, he might, let's have a look at this one. He might be worth a punt. Who knows how the attack score goes? Not at my club, John. Not at my club. Not at my club. Martial on loan, see how he does. Wouldn't commit permanent signing. Let's be clear. He'd be better than the ones we have. Foxy, let's be clear, mate. I don't want him here. He can go to Sevilla. There are some class players could come on loan. They have not to lose, but everything to gain. And that guy's not Tony Martial. Wouldn't have him. Yeah? And I'm not being funny here, but for a club like Sevilla or in Spain, I think he'd be fantastic. But for Newcastle, when the going gets tough, you have to watch his body language. And for me, the answer to that one's zero. Absolutely no way. And he's only 26 years old, so he's definitely young. He's been at United for a long time. Yeah, and I just wish him all the best where he decides to go next. But that club will not be reversed yet. I don't want anyone in my club. And if anyone wants to take us on Twitter, then bring it on because I'll tell them exactly the same thing. So that's Martial out of the picture for me. And I think I'm going to wrap up there, guys, because obviously you got film to watch and darts to watch and what a chalut. It's Christmas Eve tomorrow, so I should be back tomorrow, definitely at 7 o'clock. We're going to be on the live match preview with Maisie, Manchester United fan. I'm so excited for that. She sounds absolutely lovely. She's got her own channel as well. She does some the watch-alongs. She even does the ladies watch-along as well, which I think I need to do as well. Do the lasses watch-along too. If I can do that, it does add up as well. So I'll be doing that very, very soon. And Jerry B does better than what we have. Jerry B does. It's all about opinions, John. No problems with that. Absolutely. That is what a salaries. And would love Ward Prowse. Apparently, he wants to be aware, doesn't he? But if he comes to us, that'd be amazing. But get him off on a 4.5-year deal, we get relegated, we make a profit. Exactly. I think folks getting carried away with us having money, thinking we can sign anyone and everyone. The fact is we can't. It's as simple as that. And cheers, John. Top of the bill. Listen, my guy, thanks for coming on. And just keep it going. And to be say hello, ladies. Bianca West will do. But yeah, I mean, what can I say, guys? What can I say? I mean, and then again, people on Twitter saying I must be stupid. I'm not going to take Martial as well. Not for me, man. Not for me. I mean, nah, can't do that. But I only want players who play and die for the club. But this guy is not for me. And yeah, I mean, just to see if I got some more comments there. Great show, Carlos. Thank you so much, mate. Thank you so much. And I don't know what stream I'm going to do tomorrow. I might even do Q&A, Christmas edition as well. So you guys, if there's any questions you want, but I don't know yet. I've got to wait and see on that. And got some more as well. I try to be on tomorrow, but I'll be working all day tomorrow and Saturday. But I tried to get on the stream, tried to see you or stream. John, brilliant, man. Thank you so much. If you can, great. If you can, no stress, you know. And it's Zlatan still playing. He used to play for Milan, mate. Still going strong, by the way. I'll be happy. Dominic Gov, He-Man, Melby, and the layoff, the Julia Chris adverts, that's and Ian. And now I've got Gary D, Bianca Westwood. What about you, Gillian, John? It's not my Gillian. She's a mate. Yeah. Can you sure, John? Thank you so much. I've got Tanji Vid. Oh, the Christmas is Bianca. Oh my God. Oh man, it's a madness. It's a madness, man. I always say in the Man City competition, truth is Man City were already competing in Europe when they signed Robinho company. We're miles away even from that yet. I have to agree. We're miles away from Man City. Probably about 10, 15 years until we win the Premier League, until we compete in Champions League on a regular basis, yeah? We just got to, compete every single season. We do that, cool. I know you were, Gary, I know you were. But I was going to say, man, is what it is. And yeah, but I'm still getting Martial sort of thing, so that I'm not taking them on. But I've got Maisie tomorrow, by the way. And she's going to talk about all things Man United as well. And I think she'd be amazing. I think she'd be fantastic crack. Absolutely fantastic crack. And see what happens on that one. Just going to get some a couple of minutes, which I'm afraid I just cannot. I think I'll probably miss that. And it's John. Didn't you promise Bianca and Gillian to show them your magic wand skills and you learned from Harry P? Listen, Gillian's a friend, but Bianca is the G lass. She must have been in the 40s, man. But I tell you what, she still looked gorgeous. She still looked medic. She still looked top quality there. and it'll take a few years to get to this stage. We need to survive this season and build on that. And then I got John Benteke saying he wants to join after watching your show. Oh, come on, man. Benteke. Yeah, she is. I think she's a bit more than 40, by the way. So I'm gonna have to knock off that phone, by the way. I'll probably get Bianca on my phone as well. Would you believe that? Unbelievable, Jeff. Unbelievable, man. And yeah. Delos flying food anyway, and I got welcome to the chat. Thank you, Joe Linton. You just do go on the pitch on Monday, mate, and then we'll love you for even more, sort of thing. But listen, guys, I got to wrap it up there. By the way, I've been an hour and 15 minutes. I mean, I want to do it for an hour, but been up for an hour and 15. And give us your predictions for the Man U game. I'm going to say ones each, and I could change my mind tomorrow, but you just never know. But I'm going to say ones each, and let's hope that things will be fantastic, sort of thing. So, and we'll be Gillian asking, let's have a look at this one there. It will be Gillian asking for another magic lesson. Listen, there's no magic ones there. And I got 2 to the tune, Hope You're Right, and John, the chap specialist. Go and see Chippers, man. Chippers is a chap specialist, man. Not me. It's Chippers. If you go down, it will be longer. Yeah, that'll be a year out, by the way. You okay for 40? I'm 52, Ian. I'm 52, mate. Newcastle 4, Man U 4. Could you imagine that? 4s each. That would be one hell of a game. That would be amazing. We have photos of Gillian. No, you haven't. Because I tell you, that is not me. That's not mine. Just, hang on a minute. Get that one. Don't what's going on there. Just get them deleted, by the way. Yes, I have, matey. No, you haven't. You have not. You have not. And if it is, I'll be amazed, but she's only a mate. If I was saying that, I would display that on Twitter, 100%. If I'm not saying that, that is that. Tell you volley 4 each wallet game. Sad is a long reverse. Yeah, that is the thing, mate. That is the thing. I'm sorry about that, but rest in peace, chick. And you be you never be forgotten, mate. Never be forgotten. Listen, I'm gonna wrap up there, by the way, guys. But thanks so much for joining. And Chip has as well. As Mr. Chip has got his own YouTube channel, he hasn't, mate. No. We're going to try and get him on there one day. You never know. He'd be brilliant on his own channel, by the way, Chip has. Let's be real. Anyway, guys, I'm going to knock off and please do subscribe to our channel. And I'll be back on tomorrow. Definitely back at 7 o'clock. And let's have a look. John, why are you blushing? I'm not. It's not mine. I can tell you that now. Why are you blushing? I'm not. I got nothing to blush about, mate. Gillian, maybe she's on Twitter or not. I don't care. I don't think she is. But listen, guys, I'm going to get it wrapped up, by the way, because I overstayed my time. And do smash the like button, subscribe if you're new. He's going to knock off our and yeah, whatever. Give us Bianca Westwood any time of the day. And and Paul doesn't miss a thing, doesn't he? Oh man, it is what it is, man, and that's what gets subscribers on the go, which I think is fantastic. Listen, wrap up there. Thanks for joining, by the way, and thanks for coming on. You've all been fantastic. I'm going to get gone and catch you guys tomorrow. And what I decided to do, I'm going to go with a couple more comments here. The cameras are starting to shake. Shake the room. Yay! Even Jazzy Jeff and the French Prince will be proud of that. Get in there. Love you, man. Paul, love you, bro. You're a big bro to us, yeah? If I ever get married to someone, you'll be my best man, 100%. It's a great laugh, John. Thank you very much indeed. 6-4 earthquake reporting in Bristol. I tell you what, I'm going to investigate that later on. Total investing, I'm gone. See you tomorrow, guys. Thanks for watching. Take